There are 3 additions to tonight's game roster for the Shakopee Sabers. These players are not listed in tonight's game program, so you can add them at this time. Add number 3, Rita Moran, a sophomore defender. Add number 23, Anna Jones, a sophomore midfielder.
And add number 41, Ashley Davis, a sophomore defender. Again, number 3, Rita Moran, number 23, Anna Jones, and number 41, Ashley Davis are adds to tonight's Shakopee roster. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Independent School District 196, we welcome you to Eagan High School, to Wildcat Stadium, in tonight's South Suburban Conference girls varsity soccer game between the visiting Sabers from Shakopee High School and your Eagan Wildcats. We here at Eagan High School welcome our visitors from Shakopee. Welcome to the Shakopee team, coaches, and fans. Let's meet the starting lineups now for tonight's game. First, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Shakopee Sabers. Starting with the goalkeeper, sophomore, number 99, Jessica Nigber. Defense senior, number 2, Sophie Moran. Forward, senior, number 4, Emma Schutz. Midfield, senior, number 7, Corey Millis. Midfield, junior, number 9, Ella Bryant. Midfield, senior, number 10, Brooke Davies. Defense, senior, number 13, Jenna Filter. Midfield, senior, number 14, Taylor Reese.
Forward, senior, number 15, Sophia DaCosta. Midfield, senior, number 19, Erica Caprasut. Defense, junior, number 37, Tirza Lang. The Sabres assistant coaches are Lindsay Raig and Bobby Davies. The head coach of the Shakopee Sabres is Chris Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our visitors to Wildcat Stadium this evening, the Shakopee Sabres. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. Starting with the goalkeeper, junior, number 0, London Anderson. Defense, junior, number 5, Sarah Brecklin. Forward, senior, number 10, Captain Emily Cronkite. Midfield, senior, number 13, Ashley Rosser. Midfield, senior, number 14, Lara Newton. Midfield, senior, number 15, Captain Katie Connolly. Midfield, junior, number 16, Mara Ganji. Forward, senior number 17, captain Ariel Lindgren. Forward, junior number 19, Lauren Rockford. Defense, senior number 22, captain Olivia Miller. And defense, freshman number 23, Kira Waldrop. The Wildcats assistant coaches are Dylan Ron and Carrie James. The head coach of the Eagan Wildcats is Sherry Ekstrom. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eagan Wildcats. The officials for tonight's game, the center referee is Keith Rock. The assistant referees are Josh Hartwell and Anas Tahar. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the national anthem will be played. The flag here at Wildcat Stadium is located at the north or scoreboard end of the field. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Again, fan, thanks in advance.
Good
for helping
evening,
make
soccer
tonight's
fans, and
event
welcome
safe.
to Eagan, Minnesota at Wildcat Stadium here at Eagan High School for your girls varsity soccer match between the Eagan Wildcats and the Shakopee Sabers. Both teams coming in with identical records at 5 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties, good for 17 points, and a tie for 3rd place in the South Suburban Conference. If you look a little bit deeper at the schedule, though, you can see that these teams are headed in slightly different directions. The Wildcats started the year 0-2-1, while Shakopee started the year 5-0-2, so they have lost 2 consecutive games, although to the top 2 teams in the conference, Lakeville North and Rosemount, while your Eagan Wildcats are on a 6-game unbeaten streak, so they have won 5 out of their last 6 with a tie thrown in there, and that tie was almost a win as they gave up the lead on a penalty kick with 15 minutes to play to Lakeville North. So they are looking really good as they take the field, looking to extend that streak to a 7th unbeaten game. Of course, the winner of tonight's game, should there be a winner, will take a commanding sole possession of 3rd place, which is all important for sectionals, which are coming up in a week. Really looking forward to bringing you this game. My name is Skip Newton. Glad to be here once again. It was a windy, warm day, but the wind has completely died down to the slightest of breezes, so it is another gorgeous night in Eagan, and the game is underway. Again, these two teams tied 2-2 the first time they met, which is way back in the second game of the season for Eagan, as they control the ball, trying to get a through pass there up to Lauren Rockford, but that is intercepted. Miller keeps it in the Saber zone. Newton trying to connect with Rosser, but can't. And now Shakopee brings up, but that's intercepted by Waldrop, and she'll dump it back down, looking for Lindgren. She comes across, fields it nicely over to Newton. Takes a touch to her left, passes it up to Emily Cronkite. Enters into the box from the left side, crosses it with her left foot. There's Lauren Rockford trying to get a funnel. She's there, she shoots, she scores! An early goal for Eagan on a great pass by Emily Cronkite. Lauren Rockford controlled it right in front of the net, had all the time in the world, tapped it into the corner, and we have a 1-0 lead just 30 seconds into play. What an awesome start for the Wildcats. It doesn't get any better than that. Laura Newton passes it up to Emily Cronkite, uses that left foot to get it into the box, and it's a goal as Rockford is in the right place at the right time and finishes well. Sabers work it down deep into the Eagan end for the first time as they have a throw-in on the far touchline. Miller controls the throw and
scoring for the Wildcats,
gets it out to Rockford, the goal scorer, who punches it up and over, and here's a foot race between Emily Cronkite and the defense. Emily wins it, she gets into the box, she's wide open, she shoots, she scores off the pipe! It's 2-0! Eagan, another goal! The Wildcats have come to play tonight.
First Wildcat goal, 30 seconds.
What a
Wildcats
start
goal scored by
for
Lauren
Eagan.
Rockford, the assist to Emily Cronkite at 30 seconds.
A great counter attack to the throw-in. Miller cleared it up. It was put long over the head of the defense, and Emily Cronkite wins the foot race and beats the goaltender, putting it just off the inside of the left pipe for a 2-0 Wildcats lead. For those of you who have turned in late, you have missed arguably the greatest start to a game for Eagan all season long. 2 goals in less than a minute and a half. And of course, they are looking for more. The goal scoring really started for Eagan after their first 5 games. They scored 5 goals in 5 games. Obviously just 1 per game, according to my Minnesota math. But since then, they have scored 15 goals in the 4 games since, not including the 2 tonight. So they've really started to put the ball into the net, which of course has led to the unbeaten streak. They're continuing where they left off, putting 2 in early here for an early lead. All the fans that came in late, they're not paying attention to the scoreboard. They're wondering what is going on. That goal by Cronkite, as she has caught fire. Want to say hi to her cousin, Nathaniel Smithson, watching from Maryland. Thank you for watching. We'll do call-outs as the night progresses. Lots of fans watching today.
Scoring for the Wildcats, number 10, Emily Cronkite. The assist on the second Wildcats goal to number 19, Lauren Rockford. In the 2nd minute of the game, the time of the goal, 1 minute, 28 seconds. Wildcats goal scored by Emily Cronkite. The assist, Lauren Rockford. The time is 1:28.
Rockford with the assist, so she's got 2 points already tonight. This ball is played by Ganji up to Ariel Lindgren, coming down that left side. Passes it in the box. Newton trying to get there. Defense had position. Ganji pressuring, trying not to let them out. She wins possession. Looking for a teammate. Nice little quick 1-2 passing there. Off a little bit by Newton. Back to Ganji, though. This one goes off. Looked like Ganji's hand, but no call. Puts it in the box, but the goalkeeper steps up to make the play. Can't quite see the number on the keeper there. I think it's 99, Jessica Nigber, the goalkeeper. She is a sophomore for Shakopee. Eagan defense playing it back to their keeper, and then up a nice passing up the field to get it out of their end. There's about 4 or 5 passes in a row there. Now they advance it into the attacking third, up to Lindgren on the near touchline in the corner. She makes a move to get into the box. She's got a left foot free. She crosses it, gets it too close to the keeper. And that's played again safely by Shakopee. That short, quick, accurate passing has been a staple of the Eagan game. Once they once they got their game under them, once they got out of the quarantine, was able to practice a few more times, they really stepped up the passing, and that's what's led to a lot of what their success has been lately. The 6-game unbeaten streak. Of course, he got a finish, and here's another chance. Up to Cronkite, pass from Newton. She takes a shot, punches it right at the
Shot
keeper.
on
Nice
Cronkite,
save.
number 10, save. Jessica Nigber.
Looks
for
like
the
she
Sabres.
tried to go near upper corner and couldn't quite get it there. But as I was saying, the passing has really been elite. The time of possession has been in favor of Eagan in almost every game they've played, especially lately. And that's been something that's been fun to watch. There was a game a week ago where they started with it in their own end. And watching the replay, my daughter Laura and I counted the number of passes. Here's a shot by Shakopee goes wide. We counted the number of passes up the field. And the number of times that they passed the ball before they took a shot and scored was 9 times.
Goal kick Wildcats. Shot for the
9
Sabres
times
by Brooke Davies.
they were able to
number 10,
pass the ball
by the goal. Goal
to
kick
a teammate
Wildcats.
that led directly to a goal. It was just a thing of beauty. I don't think Coach Ekstrom could have drawn that one up any better if she had been out there coaching the team directly. Eagan controls the kick, gets it up to the forwards there. That was Cronkite trying to pressure. Far touchline save by the Sabres. They're trying to get it into the Eagan half. They can't, but it's kicked out of bounds by Waldrop. Nice little touch out there from the Shakopee Saber forward. Unfortunately for them, it went out of bounds. Here's a nice little flick over the head. Gets it up to Cronkite, taps it back to Rosser, back to Connolly. Connolly uses her body to shield the ball well. Finds a teammate. Sarah Brecklin gives a big boot. Here's Newton up to play the ball. She wins it. Then the defender quickly wins it back. Laura got a little handsy there, so they give the call.
Whistle following the Wildcats. Free kick for the Sabres.
I like the pressure, I like the physicality.
Taking the
You're going to
free
get
kick
a call like that every once in a while, and that's
Lindsay
okay.
Lang, number 37.
This one flicked by the defense, not quite over the head of Miller, but won by Shakopee forward Sophia DaCosta. She can't get a shot. Rosser plays that one up. It goes over to Waldrop. She kicks it up looking for Rockford, but played by the defense. Nicely done. Mara Ganji back to Miller. She'll boot it upfield. That goes past everyone, and now it's a foot race. Defense wins it. Nice cut into the middle. Nice steal there by Rosser. She maintains possession, getting pushed a little bit from behind. No call. Ends up bouncing off of her and out of bounds at midfield. Looks like the teams have settled in a little bit here after that extremely fast and exciting start by Eagan. 2 goals in a minute and a half, setting the tone early. Miller played it up for Lindgren. Lindgren was hoping the defense wouldn't be able to make the play. I like the gamble there, right? Take a shot. If the defense misses it, she's off to the races by herself. I think that's a worthwhile play. Big header by Miller. Here's Mara Ganji stepping up. She finds Lindgren. Lindgren tried to pass it into Cronkite, looking for the give and go, but nice defense. Lindgren wins it back to Laura Newton. She's going to go long to Cronkite. Looks like Emily's going to be able to get there before that ball goes out of bounds. Plenty of time. Down in the left corner. Makes the move. Trying to get it to her right foot. Can't. Now the kick goes off of her, and it's going to go about as deep as can be for a throw-in. There's the usual corner call by Emily's dad, Steve. A call that Eagan Wildcat fans have grown to admire and love, especially when he calls it when it's obviously not a corner kick. It's my personal favorite. Ganji pressuring, forcing it in the middle. Defense goes long. There's Miller trying to hit Rosser, just a little bit off. Waldrop intercepts that long ball nicely. Miller's going to play it back to Brecklin. Plays it up to Newton. Nice control. Again, there's that Eagan passing. Back to Brecklin. Back to Newton. It's the Newton and Brecklin show here. Back again. She's going to switch it over to Miller. A little long, but nice play by Miller. Wow, that was a close one. If the attacker was able to steal that, she could have been off for a breakaway, but Olivia's so solid back there. Wasn't really too concerned. Sarah up to Rockford on the far touchline. She's going to play it back to Waldrop, who's going to go deep immediately. That one goes over the head of the defender. Cronkite trying to chase it down. But Sophia Moran, a tall senior defender for the Sabres, is able to win that. It's a throw-in for Eagan, though, as they kick it out of bounds. Rosser looking for Cronkite just a little far. It'll be a goal kick.
Out of bounds off the Wildcats. Goal kick, Shakopee.
So Rosser had that pass up the side. We want to welcome Bernie and Betty Rosser from
Three
Maryland.
substitutions onto the field for the Shakopee Sabers. They are number
Celebrating
33,
Betty's
Natalie Holte.
75th birthday, so
Number
happy
18,
birthday
Emma
to Betty.
Hitchen. And number 8,
Awesome, when we can
Kylie
celebrate
Buter. Coming off for the
birthdays
Sabers
on
are Emma Schutz, number 4.
Eagan
Number
game
19,
days.
Erica Caprasut. And number 15, Sophia DaCosta.
I think now will be a great time for Ashley to get a birthday gift of a goal to her grandma. Olivia Miller controls. It's Mara on the touchline, loses control a little bit, and it just went out. Just misplayed a little bit. She was picking her head up to look for that next pass. The ball, I think, just got caught under her foot and just trickled past the touchline. She's there to win the throw. Header's a little high for Lara Newton. There's Rosser to control, back to Miller with the big boot. While the ball's out of bounds, we'll talk about the people that Olivia Miller has watching. Again, awesome that you're watching. Grandma Miller is here from Walker. Grandma Karen is watching from Apple Valley. So thank you again, Grandmas, for checking the Wildcats out. Hope you're enjoying the game. This one volleyed around. Coach Ekstrom yelling to settle the ball. This one's tacked off of Cronkite. She's looking for a pass or a shot, trying to split the defenders, but she'll take the corner kick.
All out of bounds off the Sabres. Corner kick upcoming for the Wildcats, and this will be their first.
Emily Cronkite is really great at kicking that ball off of the opponent's feet or legs or whatever she can to get that corner kick. I would say she might be the best on the team at that. She just has a knack for it. And they have to get in the way because, as we saw earlier, she will cross that ball very accurately to a teammate, which led to that first goal just 30 seconds in to Lauren Rockford. This is Ariel Lindgren with a corner. Puts it perfectly into the box. Who's there? It looked like a shot.
The corner
saved by the
Ariel
defense. It's still in the box. Who's going to win
17.
this one? Goes out to the Sabres defense. They're able to clear it out of the zone. Good pressure there by Eagan on a great corner kick by Lindgren. Here's a foot race. Mara Ganji's going to tap it back. Oh, she doesn't get enough of it, but she shields off the defender, or the attacker, nicely. Didn't quite get enough of that ball passing back to goalkeeper London Anderson, but fortunately she was able to delay the attacker just enough. Now Egan's on the attack once again. There's Cronkite with a cross, but scooped up safely by goalkeeper Nigber. Got a couple of Eagan Wildcats waiting to come in as Lara Newton tries to field the punt but can't. This one's flicked up in the air by the Sabres. Mara battling for it. Settles it nicely, and she advances the ball, trying to split a couple defenders, pulls it back. Well done. Switches field. There's Rockford chasing it down. And we're going to have a substitution into the game. Ella Logan, freshman, number 25, and Meg Carlson, number 2.
Megan Carlson, number 2, and Ella Logan, number 25. Coming off will be Ashley Rosser, number 13. Ariel Lindgren, number 17.
So Rosser and Lindgren come out of the game. Just getting into the 15th minute here. We got a nice cross into the box. Carlson there trying to shoot, but that's blocked by the defense. Brecklin steps up to keep it into the zone. That one's one. Miller is going to tap it over to Ganji. Connolly controls, passes it back to Brecklin nicely, puts it up to Rockford, and then a give and go quick there. Carlson out to Waldrop up from her right defensive touch. She's going to look to cross. That one goes off the defense for a throw-in. Eagan using the whole field well. They're getting the ball down into the corners for
and a substitution for the
attempts.
Wildcats into the game is number 7, Karina Hansen. Coming off, Mara Ganji, number 16.
Senior defender Karina Hansen comes into the game for Mara Ganji, playing that left back spot. Here's a cross by Eagan, headed back. Here's Karina trying to step up, can't quite win it as the defense gets there first. Boy, if she would have gotten there, that was a perfect scoring chance. There's a give and go down the right side, and there's another cross into the box. Eagan trying to keep on the pressure. This one played long. Miller's going to track it down. She's got Connolly. Number 33 there for the Sabres, anticipated that pass, but Connolly nicely done, winning the ball back, and now she finds herself free. Controls, and now she's got all day to think about what she wants to do. She's going to try to go long, looking for Rockford. Well done by the defense to win that. Ooh, they tried to get it behind Waldrop. It looks like a Brecklin back there. Brecklin intercepted that pass nicely. They've gotten it by her. That could have been dangerous. Here's Hansen battling for the ball. Miller steps up. There's Newton. Fakes. Makes a move. She's going to go left side. Almost got it past the defender, Jenna Viltner. Had that gotten through, that would have been a nice break for Ella Logan, the freshman.
Whistle foul on the Wildcats. Free kick for the Sabres.
Got a foul on Eagan here, so we'll have a free kick right at about midfield. Eagan sets up their back line about
number 37.
25, 27 yards out, so trying to keep those forwards as far away from the goal as possible. Of course, they can't move past until the ball is kicked, otherwise it'd be an offsides call. Cleared back to the Sabres defense. They switch fields. They're able to keep it in, nicely done. That's Natalie Holte, the senior forward for the Sabres, playing it off of Hansen for a Shakopee throw-in. Sabres control the throw, trying to get across, and they do. That's a good one. Ball goes dangerously through the zone, through the 6 box there. Nobody's able to make contact, so no shot on goal. We'll get a couple more substitutions for Eagan on the goal.
Into the game, Emma Jagger, number 3. Also in is Mallory Jensen, number 24. Coming off, Lauren Rockford, number 19, and Katie Connolly, number 15.
Into the game, number 3, Emma Jagger, senior forward, and number 24, a freshman, Mallory Jensen. Jensen's got quite a few people watching. We'll get to those here. Grandma Duck from Invergrove Heights. Sister Sydney is in Arizona, so that is awesome. And we have 2016 Eagan alumni Sydney Sherrick from Ohio watching the game. So awesome to have the alumni watching. Thank you all of you for tuning in. That's going to be a foul on Eagan. It's always good to go for the ball aggressively, but if you miss the ball and you hit the girl, that's going to be an easy call every time.
No, 21-25.
Following the Wildcats. Free kick, Shakopee.
Eagan controls the ball. This is Cronkite down the right side. She beats her defender into the box. Can she beat another one? Not quite, but there it is again. Kicking the ball off the defense for another corner.
Corner kick for the Wildcats. This will be their second.
That last substitution took Laura Newton out of the game. She's got a few people watching as well. Down from Texas as always. Oma and Papa. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. And Carson, Cynthia, Mason, and Brielle. It's so
And the
awesome
kick for the
to have you guys
Wildcats, number
watching.
10,
You're the
Emily
best.
Cronkite.
Emily will take this one. The center defense girls are stepping up into the play as usual on a corner kick. Here's a nice one into the middle of the box. There's Miller trying to win it and get a shot. Can't. Ball goes back to the defense, who clears it safely out of the zone. This one plays up past Miller. There's Waldrop controlling. She'll play it long down the right side. Nice pass. There's Connolly over to Emma Jagger. She's got support. She uses it. That's Jensen, I believe. A little tougher to see here at night. Here's a long shot by Jagger, but not quite where she wanted that, I don't think. Either needed to get a little higher or farther away from the goal where her teammate might have been able to tap that in. Nice win there by Eagan. A couple of quick passes to get possession. Miller goes around the attacker. Nice spin move by Ella Logan. She's got two girls to beat. She's got some speed. She comes down the left side. She's got a little bit of space. Defense is tracking. She tries to pull it back. Nice play by the defense to win that ball. Katie Connolly steps up, though. Gets it back into the box. Logan battling for it again. Goes around her and almost is able to keep that in. Oh, but she didn't need to. It went off the defender. Nicely done. Ella Logan is another corner for Eagan. This is number 3. Let's see if they
Corner
can
kick for the
capitalize this
Wildcats.
time.
This will be their 3rd.
With Lindgren out of the game, another one for Emily Cronkite. She takes a lot of the corners when
Moving over to take the
Ariel's out of
kick.
the game. She
Emily
goes short to Meg
Cronkite, number
Carlson.
10.
Gets it back to Cronkite. Now she crosses it just a bit too strong, which is actually easy for Emily to do. She has
Sabers.
such a strong leg.
Substitutions, both teams for the Wildcats. Returning, Ashley Rosser, number 13.
Ashley Rosser comes back into the game.
And for the Shakopee Sabers into the game, Jessica Hoban, number 21. Number 5, Paige Leary. And number 24, Abigail Missman. They are in the game for Shakopee.
That last cross by Cronkite, she had given herself a decent angle. I wouldn't have minded to see her actually take a rip at a goal. Here's into the box. Ella Logan over to Emma Jagger. She takes a shot, blocked by the defense. Oh, the defense got there just in time, unfortunately, as that was a great scoring chance. This looks like Carlson on the far touchline. Goes around a defender. She's got space. Passes in the middle. She's got Olivia Miller stepping up, trying to get into shooting position. She tries to push her way through. Can't. Gets knocked down. Gets back up. And we're going to get a call.
On the Sabers.
This is a big one. This is about 25, we'll call it 26, 27 yards out. Miller can absolutely score from here. There are now 4 people on the field that I wish, or I'm very glad that I'm not. And those are the 4 girls that are getting into that wall.
Number 22.
Oh, now there's only 3. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I don't want to be standing there when Olivia Miller is rifling a ball in my general direction. That's just not, that doesn't sound like fun. Let's see what she can do with this one. Goes low on the ground, fielded by Eagan. There's a shot just wide. Nice little spinning shot there.
Goal kick, Sabers.
By Ashley Rosser, I believe. So she goes low, wide of the
shot
ball.
Was Ashley Rosser, number
right
13.
to a teammate. All the pressure, for the most part, put on by Eagan. If you've joined us late, you missed a great start as they scored 2 goals in the first minute and a half. I always tell Lara before every game, you guys got to score 2 goals in the first half. 2 goals. I had no idea they would accomplish that in less than 2 minutes. So if I could talk to her now, I'd say, hey, you got to get at least 3 now. Nice play by Megan Carlson coming back to deflect that ball away from the Sabers. Tries to get it over to Rosser, but can't. Now she's battling with the ball, pressuring from behind. Nicely done. Keeping the pressure on. Wall drops there to intercept that one. Gets knocked down, but fields it enough. Here's Emma Jagger. Up to Jensen, back to Jagger, just a bit out of her reach. Again, those quick passes, advancing the ball nicely so far. Here's a nice play down the far touchline by the Sabers. Miller's the only one there to play that one. She's going to just give it a big boot. It's going to go probably out of bounds. Yes, it does, just on the Shakopee side of midfield. Nice clear there, out of danger. I'm totally fine if we can keep goalkeeper London Anderson perfectly bored back there. Ball played deep. This one's going to be won by Brecklin. Back to Miller. Goes up to Waldrop. Into Rosser, over to Jagger. Tries to get it to Carlson. Defended nicely, but this one back to Brecklin, over to Jagger. Nice control there with fancy feet. She's getting double teamed. still fighting for the ball and wins it over to her teammate. Well done. Quick little pass by Miller to get it to Hansen. Finds Jensen, back to Miller. More passing over to Hansen. That pass goes off the defender, nice pressure. They play it long. There's a wall drop to clean it up. Carlson up to Jagger, trying to do the give and go to Carlson, but nicely defended. That cross is blocked by Hansen. Well played. Oh, nice little spin move there by Holte. Now she gets a clean cross, but there's Breckland to clean that up. Rosser controls, goes up to Ella Logan, tries to tip it into Jensen. It's played around. Logan with a quick pressure. Wow, she's got some speed. Hansen with also good pressure. Nice move again by Holte. She gets it into the 18. There's Miller winning the ball. Can't quite control as it's stolen. This one's shot from a bad angle, but it looked like it went out. It was not played by London Anderson.
Goal kick, Wildcats.
Of course, we knew that London Anderson didn't touch it with her hands, because had she touched it, it wouldn't have gone out of bounds. She would have just caught it, because that's what she does. Does not give up a lot of rebounds, which is an awesome characteristic of a good goalkeeper. She's going to give this one a big boot. Played by Shakopee. Megan comes back to play that one. Trying to defend two, and she does. Nicely done, Megan. Headed to the Eagan defense. Mallory Jensen there. Over to Carlson. Checking back is Cronkite. Defense wins that. This one's Hansen. She'll head that one out of play. This will be a throw-in for Shakopee. At just over 13 minutes to play. They've recovered a little bit, I think, from the quick start. But the momentum clearly on Eagan's side with the early 2 goals. Miller tried to save that one, but couldn't. No harm, as the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Nice play back to the girl who threw it in, but that one goes high and wide for another goal kick. Got a couple girls ready to come into the game for Eagan.
Goal kick for the Wildcats.
Lauren Rockford comes back in, as well as Mara Ganji. Lauren Rockford scored the first goal of the game just 30 seconds in.
2 substitutions for the Wildcats. Back in the game, Mara Ganji, number 16, and Lauren Rockford, number 19. Coming off Karina Hansen, number 7. Ella Logan, number 25.
Ganji's going to throw this one in. Won by Shakopee eventually. They pass it to the middle, trying to get something going. That one's tapped away, but they retain possession briefly. Ganji wins it. Over to Carlson. Up to Rosser. Up to Jensen. She goes long for Cronkite. She controls the ball. Shields the defender. Turns her. Now she's headed in the right direction into the attacking third. Heel pass back, dropping it for a teammate. I don't think they even knew it was coming. Nicely done. Jagger tracks it down and gets it back to Emily Cronkite, who goes right around the defender. Now she's got options. Looks to kick it off her, and it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, or not, maybe not out of bounds, just out of bounds. Unfortunately, it went off the touchline and not the goal line. Otherwise, that would have been another corner. Checking back into the game.
3 substitutions.
For Eagan, 3 girls, Katie Connolly, Ariel Lindgren, and Laura
3
Newton.
substitutions for the Wildcats. Back in Laura Newton, number 14, Katie Connolly, number 15, and Ariel Lindgren, number 17.
Eagan with a deep throw, looking to get that 3rd goal. Lindgren receives the throw, turns, passes back nicely to Carlson. Back to Waldrop, takes a long left-footed shot for the far corner, too wide. And also goes out of play before
Goal kick,
that
Sabers.
could be chased down by Rockford. Good job by Rockford trying to get there. From my angle, couldn't tell if that was on
Last shot
goal or
attempt
not.
for the
but
Wildcats was Kira Waldrop, number 23.
that would have been pretty exciting had it been there, because that was one of those high ones that can find themselves over the outstretched arms of the keeper, but just under the crossbar. This one's played deep, but Miller's there to track it down. She's going to tap it over nicely to Sarah Brecklin. Back to Miller. Good control. Miller takes advantage of the open space. Nice pass far to Mara Ganji. Passes up to Rockford, who shields it nicely. Pretended she was going to play it and didn't. Now she comes down the left side. She's open. She does a left-footed cross. Can't quite turn it enough to get it to Cronkite or Ayler Lindgren, who are waiting in the box for it. So that one's picked up by Migber, the goalkeeper. Punted near midfield. Couple of hops. Miller's there defending with Connolly. Defender falls down, no call. Katie claiming, hey, I had nothing to do with it. The referee agreed. Eagan gets checked hard after that one. No harm, no foul. Eagan ball, she throws back. It goes back into wall drop. Up to Cronkite, tried to turn with the ball. That's a tough play, and it just went off her right knee and out of play. So tried to turn with it while shielding the defender.
Back in Emma Schutz, number 4. Erica Keprasut, number 19. Also back in Ella Bryant, number 9. And Tirza Lang, number 37.
A few substitutions are in, and we're back to action here. Ball's in the air, headed a few times, trying to get it down. Here's Laura Newton shielding, letting it settle. Nicely done. Back to Mara Ganji, goes deep. Lara to Mara. Cronkite's got a couple defenders to beat. She does, at least through one. Can't quite get through the second one. This one's won by Rockford, but she's going to get called for a push.
Whistle foul call on the Wildcats, pushing. Free kick for the Sabers.
Great aggressive play by both Cronkite and Rockford as they were playing physical to try to win the ball. Cronkite got through one defender, couldn't quite get past the second, and Rockford was just a step late to that ball, or she could have won that and had a great goal-scoring chance. Ganji up to Lara. She's got a couple of options and chooses the third. Nicely done. Finds the wide open Sarah Brecklin. Passes it up to Lindgren. That one's tapped away by the defense, but back up to Lindgren from Waldrop. Oh, nice fake. The defender went in the air, missed it completely. Lindgren's got about 3 girls around her, battling all 3. The ball goes out of bounds. She's going to do a quick throw back to Kira. Into, looks like Meg Carlson over there. This one's back to, I think, Lindgren. Tough to tell from this. That was Cronkite again forcing the corner.
Well, out of bounds off the Sabres. Corner kick for the Wildcats. This is their 4th of the game.
4th corner kick for Eagan. This is the 3rd one that Cronkite herself has forced. Well done. This one's on the ground. She's going to let it go. Oh, it goes into the box. No shot. This one's passed back, but no one's there. Trying to win the ball, Eagan, so they can get a shot. The defense is stopping everything, unfortunately, and they finally clear it out. Oh, the ball was just on the ground in the box, and Eagan could not get a foot on it. The throw-in is stopped by incoming substitution
for the Wildcats. Into the game, number 8, Olivia Knoll. And for Shakopee, returning is Sophia DaCosta, number 15. Number 2, Megan Carlson goes out for the Wildcats, and number 8, Kylie Feuder goes out for the Sabres.
Olivia Knoll, number 8, into the game for the first time. Playing her usual center mid position, along with Lara Newton and Katie Connolly to make up the 3 center mids. Throw is played by Ganji, try to control by Lauren, and it's out. Big throw over Ganji's head. Miller's there. She's going to tap it over to Conley, who plays it back to Brecklin. Back up to Conley. She turns. Got the open space. Pass Newton up to Rockford. Rockford trying to tap it up to Cronkite and does. This one goes back to Ganji. She's going to go long, looking for Lindgren. She's got Rockford there to help. Rockford wins it, spins, but that's tapped away and out by the defense. We'll have another throw for Eagan with just about 5.5 minutes to play, looking for that 3rd goal trying to end the half the way they started it. Newton's going to win this one. Back to Connolly. Into Knoll, but Miller steps up. She has a chance to maybe shoot if she can get clear. She can't, but it goes to Lindgren. She's going to bring it back. Knoll's going to play that back to Brecklin. She goes long, looking for Rockford. Good control. Rockford trying to dribble two or three. This one gets on the foot of Knoll. Passes over to Lindgren. Lindgren's going to fire that shot. Oh, it's deflected by the defense. Straight at Nigber, the goalkeeper. Fortunately for Shakopee, she was paying attention. She was able to make the play. Now we got a stoppage at about 25, 26 yards out. The ref talking to one of the Shakopee players there. That's Taylor Reese. Not sure what's going on. But play resumes. Big punt to midfield. Miller gave a little bit of a push from the back. I was thinking she might have gotten away with it, but she did not. Good call by the ref. It was just enough of a shove to force the forward for Shakopee forward a yard, and that gave Olivia enough space to play it. So
again on the kick for
good
the
call.
Sabers. Here's a Lang, number 37.
I think if she hadn't extended the arm, she'd have gotten away with it. Nice play by Knoll to win that to Newton. Newton's going to go up to Rockford. Passes it up between the defenders. Can Ariel Lindgren or Emily get there? No, but here's another long one by Knoll. Emily, again, can't quite get there first, but the defense keeping it in as that's Ganji to Rockford. She passes to Lindgren. She spins left, as she always does so nice. Oh, she flips the defender. She's wide open in the box. She shoots, and she can't quite get a nice save. That one's tapped away. Unfortunately, it's still in play. Here's Keeler Waldrop coming up. She fires a shot straight at the goaltender. Oh, what a spin move and a dribble by Ariel Lindgren. Unfortunately, shot it right at the feet of Nigber, the goalkeeper, with a great save. Waldrop stepped up and hammered that thing from about 35 yards out, but right at the chest of Nigber, who made another save. Lauren Rockford passes it up to Newton. She's going to give a go up over the head of Rockford. Is that going to go out? Yes, just a little bit too far. Right idea there. Nice passing. Lara had to lift that one up over the defense, which she did, and she
Substitution
didn't have quite enough spin on it.
For Shakopee into the game, Anna Jones, number 23, going off. Taylor Reese, number 14.
2.5 minutes to go in the half. Throw-in is headed by each team. Settled down, Newton pressuring. This one's going to go down the near touchline, intercepted by Ganji nicely up to Rockford, just a little too far, but that one's knocked out of play. We'll have an Eagan throw. Trying to put the pressure on quickly. Here's Ganji finding Rockford, taps it back to Ganji. She's going to go long, looking for Cronkite. It goes into the box. The defense is going to win this one. Can't let it go out because Cronkite's there too quickly. This one's going all the way across the field. Nicely done. Not quite controlled by Shakopee, so Waldrop takes advantage and knocks it upfield. Comes back. Waldrop pressured by 2. They win it. Tap it back to the defense for a long ball. Waldrop plays this one back to Miller. Nicely done. Pass not quite connecting with Connolly, but she controls. Spins out of danger. Back to Miller, and I think she's going to come. Oh, she does stay on that side. Back to Brecklin. Up to Knoll, but that pass is anticipated and intercepted. This one goes back to Miller. Now she's going way upfield. Almost took teammate Lara Newton out there. Darted out of the way safely. We got a push on Shakopee, and this will be a free kick just on the Eagan half.
All right, here we go. Put it together now. Let's put something together.
Foul on the Sabers. Free kick.
Olivia Miller's going to take this one. We got just over a
22.
minute to play, and she puts that one really far and into the box. It's a big hop, unfortunately, straight to.
Free kick, the shot. Olivia Miller, number 22.
Man, what a boot. That thing went about 50 yards in the air. Unfortunately, Eagan couldn't quite get there to take advantage. Miller plays this one off a short hop. Nice play. This is Emily Cronkite up to Lindgren. Defense tracks it down before it goes out for another corner. and then has to play it out of bounds. Good pressure by Lindgren to win possession on the throw. About 20-some seconds left. Advanced upfield by Shakopee. Trying to get it down for a last chance effort. They're not going to be
10
successful.
seconds remaining.
Nine plays it over to Newton, who gets tripped, and there's going to be a call. Unfortunately, the clock continues to run, and they're not going to get a shot off in time here.
2, 1, 0.
That is it for the first half, and what a great half it was, especially the first 2 minutes.
It's the end of the first half.
Eagan
score, the Eagan
jumps
Wildcats
out
the Shakopee Sabers
to a 2-0 lead on goals by Lauren Rockford at the 32nd mark, and Emily Cronkite just about a minute later. So the Wildcats take a 2-0 lead going into halftime. We will be back in just about 9 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to bringing you the second half.
First minute, number 19, Lauren Rockford. The assist to number 10, Emily Cronkite. At the time of the goal was 30 seconds. Scoring for the Wildcats in the second minute, number 10, Emily Cronkite. The assist to number 19, Lauren Rockford. And the time of that goal was 1:28.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to Eagan, Minnesota and Wildcat Stadium, where your Eagan Wildcats have a 2-0 lead over the visiting Shakopee Sabers. Just a reminder, these two teams are tied in third place in the South Suburban Conference, so this is a big game. The winner, hopefully Eagan, will take sole possession of third. They cannot catch the top two teams, Rosemount and Lakeville North. They have too many points to catch, but getting in third place in this conference is a good spot to be in, as both Rosemount and Lakeville North are ranked, Rosemount being number 1 in the state and Lakeville North being number 6. The goal scorers were both early. Lauren Rockford got one just 30 seconds into the game on a cross by Emily Cronkite, and then Emily Cronkite got the second goal a minute later, so 2-0 is your Eagan lead. Girls getting ready to come back in. Of course, they're wearing their brand new green uniforms, just displayed this season. Shakopee wearing white, just breaking the huddle in the corner. Interesting, at halftime, both teams go down to their corners to talk about things at half. It's almost like a boxing match, you know, to go to your respective corners and we'll call you out after 10 minutes. So
In the second half, the Wildcats will defend the north goal in front of the
Eagan needs to keep the pressure on and finish this game off. I'd like to see a couple more goals. There's a couple girls out there, of course, who haven't scored yet, so always nice to get them the first goal of the season, or in some cases the first goal of their careers. For those of you that don't know the tradition among the parents, if you score your first career varsity goal, you get to buy a round for all the parents. So we only have a couple more opportunities to do that. The next game, and we'll talk about this again later, but the next game, the final game of the regular season in conference play, is this Thursday, 7:15. That'll be right here on Eagan TV versus Prior Lake, who is currently sitting in 6th place. Shakopee's last game, they will play against Farmington, who is in 5th place in the conference. So a bunch of the middle teams battling it out in the final week of conference play. Getting ready to start the half as both teams take the field.
Wildcats will kick off to start the second half.
London Anderson returning to goalkeeper. She has played goalkeeper all season long. The only goalkeeper on roster, so again, need to keep her healthy, because if she goes out, then it's anybody's guess who would replace her. And we are off the second half. The big long ball played by Miller as usual. Eagan trying to control, and does. This one goes to Kira Waldrop, the near touchline. Knocked out of bounds. Rockford will throw it in. Takes about 5 yards extra. Well done. Up to Emily Cronkite. Quick cross into the middle. Unfortunately, it was so quick that nobody else was there for Eagan, and that's scooped up by goalkeeper Nigber. It is a gorgeous night here in Eagan, Minnesota. Another lucky October evening of weather. You never know. It could be 40 degrees and horizontal rain, or it could be 60 degrees with barely any wind like it is tonight. Fortunately, we have the latter. Katie Connolly can't quite win that one, but she pressures it enough for Anderson to come off her line and take possession. Miller shielding nicely there, keeping the attacker away. She's just going to roll it out to Brecklin. Up to Miller, who controls. Goes past a attacker fairly easily. She's got time. Over to Rockford, calls off Rosser. That one's played deep. Headed by Shakopee. Ariel trying to track it down. This one's going to play way long and out. It'll be another throw-in for Eagan on the far touchline. Clearly, Eagan is struggling this half, as we're a minute and a half in, and by this time in the first half, they had 2 goals. This one crossed in by Cronkite. Again, played way out by Shakopee. Cronkite back to Maraganji, crosses it to Rockford, plays it a little hard back to Connolly. Stolen by Shakopee. Little breeze picking up behind me here, not much though. Shakopee controls it at midfield. They pass it to the near touchline. Over for Schuetz. stolen by Waldrop. Schuetz regains control. Tries to do the give and go, but instead it's just the give. As they trying to pass in the middle, double teamed by Eagan. Well done. That's Brooke Davies, number 10, battling nicely, maintaining possession through a lot of pressure. Shakopee has it deep. They're going to cross. Very long. This one's headed towards the corner and almost in. What a save by London Anderson. That ball was headed for the far goal post. It looked like it was going to go in. She makes a diving save. From my angle, I could not tell if that actually hit the post first or if she was able to get there before it did, but either way, well done to preserve the 2-0 lead. Quickly up to Cronkite. She's on the right side. She's going to cross it in. She's got a defender. This one's open. Shot kicked away by the defense, unfortunately, as Lindgren was there. This one's back to Lindgren. That was from Carlson. She's got it. Right foot. Shot far post. Oh, and it's on top of the net. I think that one actually went off the football goal post, landed on the top of the net. So the fans all got temporarily excited, as did I. But no goal. It's just a goal kick. A flurry of excitement there. As Ganji taps it up near Lindgren. Pressured by Carlson, but that one spun and kicked deep. Brecklin tracks it down, trying to settle it. She's going to go back to London Anderson. Nice pass. She controls. Good kick up to Rockford. Can't win it, but she gets it from Rosser and now plays it up to the corner looking for Cronkite, but Cronkite was in the middle, so that one's going to go out easily. Shakopee Sabers throw in their own zone. Nice play by Rosser to win that one. Got a couple different options. Lauren back to Waldrop. She goes high and long looking for Cronkite. She's got it down in the corner. She's looking to beat her defender. Shield off nicely. That was Lang winning the battle against Cronkite, which is not easy. Waldrop steps up to win that one, trying to get it to Connolly. Rosser there. They get tangled. Ella Bryant goes down for the Sabres, and that's going to be a trip from behind. Free kick for Shakopee.
Foul on the Wildcats. Free kick, Shakopee. Number 37. Here's a Lang on the kick.
So Lang will take the kick. Eagan setting up defensively, assuming the long ball. That's what comes. But Lindgren's able to intercept it. Now Cronkite looking to do a quick counter attack here. Dribbles past one girl. She's getting close to where she could think about shooting, and she does. It's a long one, and it's off the goalkeeper, off the pipe, the crossbar. Nice save.
Shot for number 10, Emily Cronkite.
By Nigber. That one looked like it had a great chance of going in. She's got the leg to boot it in from 35, 40 yards out, and that is almost what she was able to do. What a play by Emily Cronkite. Nearly putting in her second of the night. Deep throw here for Eagan. Lindgren controls nicely. Shakopee has no choice but to kick it out for another throw-in. Got 3 Eagan girls in front of the goal, 3 Eagan girls over by the ball trying to get it in front. And a lot of open space outside that 18. Battling in the corner, and we're going to have another throw-in for the Wildcats. And yet again, a throw-in. Go a little bit deeper. Eagan mixes things up. Gets a 4th girl in there. Now they play it around to Miller. She goes a long, hard shot, low. This one's played into Carlson. She's trying to get into shooting range. Back for a nice shot there by Katie Connolly, who stepped up from her controlling mid or stamp position, but unfortunately goes high and wide, so this will be a goal kick. Some nice short passing there.
Shot for number 15, Katie
to get it into a shooting position in front of the net after several throw-ins down in the corner. Rosser, Carlson, and Connolly make up the 3 center mids. This one gets through them all into wall drop. She plays it up to Cronkite, but that's headed by the much taller defender, Schuetz. This one's knocked out by Shakopee. They don't agree with the call. Wall drop to throw it in. Finds Cronkite, who lets it go over her head. Now she's got the ball. Goes past one defender and a 2. She's going to cross it onto the ground. Nice pass for Ariel Lindgren, and it's over the net. Oh, that's another one that Lindgren would like to have back, as she was right in front of the net. One time that perfect cross by Cronkite, but got under it. And that one skied high over the net all the way back to the brand new track here at Eagan, which has been painted and looking perfect. Never been used yet. So far, this brand new field's been used for soccer only. The first football game's coming up as the season starts on Friday. Of course, fall sports all impacted by the coronavirus. Making the best of it. Katie controls, getting pressured, tries to split the defenders. She's able to get the ball through, and it goes off of Shakopee. Again, they don't agree with the call, as they were looking to pick that one up and throw it in, but it's going to be Kira's throw here back around the 28-yard line. Shakopee controls. That one's knocked off of Cronkite and out of bounds. This will be a Shakopee throw. In the 50th minute here, 2-0 Eagan after their 2-goal explosion in the first 90 seconds. Rosser pressures the throw but can't win it. Shakopee decides to switch fields. Mara Ganji's there to pressure and then eventually win control. Nice job. Oh, nice step up by Rosser to win that errant pass. So she goes up and over the top. It's a foot race. It looks like Nigber's going to win that with a little help from the defense of shielding. The defender went down. Are they going to call a push on Rockford? I don't know if she pushed her or it wasn't quite easy to tell from up here. Every once in a while she likes to get her arms into the play and just let the other team know that she's there, and give them a little pat on the back. Might have patted a little hard on that one. So here's the kick. Flicked by Shakopee, back to Rosser, up to Carlson. Controls amongst pressure. Her pass is deflected. Connolly wins that one. Passes it up to Miller, who steps up from center back. She makes a move. Now she's in a position to shoot. Miller's got a can if she can get rid of it. She chooses to pass it up to Cronkite. It's kicked by the goalkeeper off the defense, I believe, and this is going to be a corner. So while Emily Cronkite didn't play it off the defense, she was there pressuring, and her aggressiveness forces yet another corner.
For the Wildcats, their first of the second half and 5th of the game.
This one's going to be by Ariel Lindgren. The center defender
17,
stepping
Ariel
in.
Lindgren on the corner kick.
She goes short. This one's faked. It's back to Miller. She's wide open at the 18. She tees it up. Took a little bit too much time, and the defense was able to get in front of that shot. I think she needed to do one touch to control and then a shot, and she would have been able to get that one safely on goal. This one's played up and over the head. It looks like Emily Cronkite's going to win the foot race as usual, and she does. She's got to wait for her teammates to catch up to the play. They're now in the zone. She's got a chance to cross it. Well done. Played by the defense out of the box. Back to Cronkite, and they're going to get her on an offsides. Good call. Yep, she was too deep when that ball was played forward, and she came back for the ball, so she was in an offsides position when the ball was played. The AR down in the near corner there was right in perfect position to make that call.
Wildcats offside is the call, and direct free kick for Shakopee.
Booted up the touchline, shielded by Emma Schuetz. This one's played deep by Waldrop, but that one's going to go out. The wind starting to pick back up here in the second half. The flag to my left was
Substitutions, both teams.
Pretty
4 for the
limp
Wildcats.
at the beginning of the
Back in
game,
Mallory
just
Jensen, number 24.
completely
Laura Newton, number 14.
completely
Anita
unaffected,
Hansen,
and now
number
it's
7.
blowing quite
And
aggressively.
into the game is
so-
Kate Riley, number 18. 3 substitutions for Shakopee. Back in Taylor Reese, number 14. Kylie Feuder, number 8. Into the game, Abigail Missman, number 24.
So the wind is at my back, so a crosswind for the girls, not favoring either direction. They have a Shakopee throw in. They're going to take, at least an extra 5 yards there. Good effort. A for effort on that one. The ref would have none of that. This one's headed down to the foot of Mallory Jensen, just into the game. Nice pick out of the air by Cronkite. She's off at the races. Can she keep it in bounds? Yes, she can. It was just on the line. She's got it. She turns the corner. She's in the box. Tries to cross it, maintains possession. That one's knocked out of the box temporarily. Mallory Jensen's there. She's going to get a boot in the box. That one goes off of the defender for another corner kick. Nice play
Corner
by
kick coming
both
for the
Jensen and
Wildcats.
Cronkite,
Their second of
keeping
the second
the pressure
half.
on.
On the kick, number 18, Kate Riley.
Into the game, Kate Riley. Good corner, she puts it deep. Here's a header, just wide. It looked like Olivia Miller. She is one of the best at getting her head on those corners. It was a line drive corner. It was a line drive header just wide. Nicely done. A great play on the corner kick by Eagan.
Header was number 22, Olivia Miller. Goal kick, Sabers.
Olivia stepping up, getting into the action from her center back position, trying to take some good shots. It's been a little bit since she scored. I'm going to make a prediction. I think she's going to put one in the last 25 minutes here. She seems a little bit more hungry than usual, and I think it's time to let Olivia Miller eat. Time to let her put one in the goal. We'll see if that Bert Blyleven-esque prediction comes true. Controlled by Connolly and Newton. That one goes out of play. We're going to have some substitutions just before the throw-in.
For the Wildcats, back in the game, Ella Logan, number 25. Coming off Lauren Rockford, number 19. For the Sabres, Paige Leary, number 5, back in. Back in also Sophia DaCosta, number 15. Also back in Erica Caprasut, number 19.
Throw-in is knocked out, so goes over to the Eagan throw. They get it in, but controlled by the Sabres. And this one's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Sabres. Good pressure there by Olivia Miller. Win possession.
For the Wildcats,
income to the game
into the
to
game, Megan Carlson.
Megan Carlson
number 2.
comes in.
Coming off is number 15, Katie Connolly.
Katie Connolly steps out. Big throw by senior Karina Hansen. She'll get another opportunity as that one's played out. Moving up the field. She finds Laura Newton on the throw. Oh, I hope she doesn't listen to that. Give me crap for mispronouncing my own daughter's name. This one's played over to the near side. Sophia DaCosta back to her teammate. Another pass back to defense on the touchline, but not out. Some good passing here by Shakopee. We haven't seen that much today. Stealing a page out of the Eagan playbook. This one goes wide. Out of bounds. Interesting, the body language of the two benches here. All of the Shakopee bench is sitting down, kind of huddled up. All the Eagan girls are standing in a line. Even the girls that aren't playing, we've got senior Morgan Eckerly out with an ACL injury. We've got the team managers. They're all standing there except for one. they just seem a little more into the game, a little more excited. You can hear them yelling and cheering for their teammates. It says a lot about the team right now and how they're feeling about where they're at, both in the season and how they're playing in these last 6 games, and just as a team coming together. They hang out as much as possible. I feel like I have to reintroduce myself to my own daughter because she's never around. She does a nice job of winning that one, though, getting the call and the push. But it's been a real fun season. It's definitely a bummer to see it coming to an end, at least the conference play this week. But enjoying every last second of it are all the parents having a great time. Let's hope they can finish strong with the win here tonight, another one Thursday, and then go into sectionals on an 8-game unbeaten streak and see if they can do some damage and win the sectionals. Unfortunately, no state tournament this year due to COVID, a decision that was not a very well-received one by, well, pretty much everybody. So, out of our control. Newton controls, looking for a pass. She finds Cronkite in the middle, spins, turns, fires. It's a good shot towards the corner. A sneaky shot as she spun around and fired that thing off quickly on a nice
Corner
pass
kick,
up by
Wildcats,
Newton.
their third of the second half.
Going to get another corner kick. I think this will be Kate Riley again. Puts it in towards goal. Too close. I think, yep, that one was out.
Ball out of bounds. Goal kick, Shakopee.
Just got it a little too close to the goal. Looked like it might have hit a goal post. So it'll be a goal kick.
Substitution for Shakopee. 21, Jessica Hoban back in the game. Coming off, number 2, Sophie Moran.
Big kick headed by Newton. She can't win the second header, but it goes out of play. Hansen will throw it in on the far side. Finds Newton in the middle, good spin, beats her defender nicely. Pulls into the open space looking for a teammate, goes between the legs of one but not the other. That pass goes out with a couple of boom quick passes there, but Miller steps up nicely to end that potential threat. Tries to get it over to Cronkite, but that's intercepted. Shakopee controls. Hansen wisely steps up and knocks that out of play, allowing the defense to reset. Nice pressure by the defense, both preventing Shakopee from getting it deep into their territory, but also keeping the ball down into a scoring position. Is, like I said, the defenders are all trying to get back into, not only into their forwards to score, but they're willing to make runs themselves and get goals. I'm standing by my Olivia Miller prediction here. This one's stolen by Jensen. Meg Carlson pressuring, trying to win it. Shakopee controls, nice pass over to DaCosta. Attempts to split the defender, she's successful. Brings it into the middle, she's gonna fire it on the far side. It looked like it might have been offsides, but not. She's got a chance to shoot, she does, she goes high, and that's up and over the net. Nice passing and control there by Shakopee as they brought it up the left side a little bit, then it did a
Shot
long
for the Sabers,
switch of the field.
Feuder, number 8, out of bounds.
The
Goal
shot
kick for the
goes
Wildcats.
up and
Three
wide, out of the reach
substitutions.
of everybody.
For the Wildcats, back in Mara Ganji, number 16, Lauren Rockford, number 19, and Ashley Rosser, number 13. Coming off, Karina Hansen, number 7, Kate Riley, number 18, Mallory Jensen, number 24.
So 3 substitutions for Eagan. They kick it up to midfield. There's Cronkite. Brings it back. She's got time. She's going to go up and almost over the defender. Rosser wins that one. Goes outside to Ella Logan. Ella Logan got one girl to beat. Uses the speed move to the outside. Pulls it back. Nice. She's got Cronkite. She takes a one-time shot. It's off a defender. A goal! A quick shot by Emily Cronkite. It was deflected by the defender right in front of the net. Unfortunately for Shakopee, as it looked like Jessica Nigber, the goalkeeper, had that save lined up, but it goes just past her. And it's the 3rd goal for the Wildcats. They lead 3-0 here with just about 18 minutes to play. Emily Cronkite, her second goal of the night. Eagan keeping the pressure on. Getting a little bit of a lucky bounce, but that's why you continue to throw the ball in front of the net, because then good things happen, and it did there. Of course, Emily's all too familiar with that concept, being a two-sport star, as she's been playing varsity soccer for Eagan since her freshman year, looking to play hockey
Scoring
when
for the
she
Wildcats, her
graduates and
second
goes
goal
to
of the
college.
game. Number 10, Emily Cronkite. The assist
Nice
to number
fake by
25,
Cronkite.
Ella
Logan. She
Logan.
passes it in. Here's
In
Lauren
the
Rockford trying to spin the
62nd
defender
minute,
and can.
time of the goal, 61 minutes, 54 seconds. Wildcats goal, second of the game for Emily Cronkite. The assist, Ella Logan. The time, 61:54.
So as I was saying, Emily Cronkite will be playing college hockey. School is yet to be decided. That will come soon, I'm sure, but she knows all about that concept of putting the ball or putting the puck in front of the goal, and good things happen when you do, and that's exactly what happened there on the third goal for Eagan. And now they
Kick for the
get another
Wildcats,
corner
fourth of the
kick.
second half. Emily Cronkite, number 10 on the kick.
Pass back to Cronkite on the short ball. This one's going to be another corner. So Eagan throwing a few different looks at Shakopee on these corner kicks, not doing the same thing every time. I like how they're mixing things up. Lining up another one here.
Corner kick again for the Wildcats. Number 10, Emily Cronkite.
Emily's going to go deeper this time into the box. This one's deflected right on goal. I think that was Sarah Brecklin up from her center back position. Her and Olivia Miller always step up on corners, and she put that right on goal. A nice save by Nigber, although that would have been goal number 4. Brecklin wins it back to Miller. Takes a couple of touches, trying to clear space. Nice pull back. Again, avoiding the defender, passes it to the far side to Maraganji, excuse me. This ball is played up the line and eventually out. Want to do another call out here to a couple of big soccer fans.
Way to work, Darren.
David Block, always a huge Eagan soccer guy. Great to have you watching the games, David. And Rob Emerson, thank you for watching, guys. Really enjoy all the support that we get. Ganji controls it, plays it deep, looking for either Rockford or Cronkite. Cronkite wins that one. She's going to go right between the defenders. This one's up to Ella Logan. She's got it coming in on the right side. She's going to take a shot just wide. Was taken out in the box. No call. Probably the right one. That's okay.
Shot taken, 25, Ella Logan.
Took one.
Out of bounds, goal kick, Shakopee.
Wanted to pull that one back more to the far post, but didn't quite get the body turn and
And
put that where she wanted
substitutions
it.
for
So
the
it'll be another
Sabers.
goal
Back
kick.
in Emma Schutz, number 4. Also back in Emma Hitchen, number 18. And Ella Bryant, number 9. And back in for the Wildcats, Katie Connolly, number 15.
Just over 14 minutes to play. Laura Newton heads that goal kick. Looked like that ball was played off a hand, but no call. There's nobody watching this game that's farther away from that play than me, and I could see it from up here. Not quite sure how none of the referees saw that. But play continues. Ganji with the throw into Rockford. Can't win possession, but Connolly does. Newton back to Miller, who steps up. Pass nice through to, looks like Connolly and Ross are batting for it. Here's Kira Wildrop stepping up, kicking into the box. This one's going to go a little too far. Egbert comes off her line to play it. Nice play by the Shakopee goalkeeper. She's going to boot it all the way past midfield. Miller plays it on a bounce. Connolly heading it back. Not quite to the defense, but they're able to control. Miller kicks it to the side. Shakopee gains possession. Ella Bryant over there. She fires a shot from a long ways out. But gobbled up easily by London Anderson. Again, no rebound is to be had. She'll choose to throw this one all the way out to Ganji. Nicely played.
Shot for the Sabres, Ella Bryant,
Plays it up to Rockford, who checks back to Laura Newton. She goes long with a nice ball. She's got Emily Cronkite coming on the left side again, trying to beat the defender with her speed. Wins the ball. Now she crosses into the middle. This one's interesting. But it's up in the air where the goalkeeper, of course, has all the advantage, being able to use her hands, and wisely controls that one. Ella Logan was in the vicinity trying to make something happen. That's Connolly battling for the ball. Won by the Sabres. Nicely done. I believe that's Emma Hitchen, if I read that jersey number right. She goes down to the corner. Nice pass. Getting past. There's a cross. It's off an Eagan defender, off the crossbar. It wouldn't have mattered, fortunately, as there is an offsides call, but a nice play there to cross it by the Shakopee Sabers left forward. Again,
indirect free kick for the
lucky bounce
Sabres
didn't matter
offside.
as there was an offsides call, but that one was a little too close for comfort. Big kick by Miller.
All right, here we go. Mark up now. Mark up.
Won by the Sabres. That pass is intercepted by Eagan up the touchline, but out. We're going to have a throw-in here, or a substitution before the throw-in.
For the Wildcats, back in the game, Emma Jagger, number 3. Ariel Lindgren, number 17. Coming off for the Wildcats, Lauren Rockford, number 19, and Ella Logan, number 25. And 2 substitutions for the Sabres. Back in Corey Millis, number 7. And Natalie Holte, number 33. Coming off, Paige Leary, number 5. Kylie Feuder, number 8.
All right, got a couple of balls knocked out of bounds. It was just a battle to pick up the ball first. That's pretty funny. Sabres had it. They control it, trying to get a shot. Miller deflects that one out of play. Eagan will regroup. This is Emma Hitchen to throw it in. Flicked into the middle by Corey Millis. And Eagan clears that. And Cronkite has it. Trying to find Ariel Lindgren on a run, but there's 2 defenders there. Track that one down, but they clear it straight back. Here Newton plays it back to Cronkite. She's got it, trying to find space. Chooses the left move and wins it. Brings it back on a cross, but doesn't bring it back quite enough. As Nigber comes out to make the play, and she's going to throw it out to her teammate. This is Bryant. Battling against 2-3 different Eagan girls. Emma Jagger wins the ball. Nice control. Passes it back to Waldrop. She's going to go back to Emma, but that's knocked out of bounds. Waldrop will throw it in. Olivia Knoll comes into the game for Laura Newton.
Number 8, Olivia Knoll. Back in the game. Coming off, number 14, Laura Newton.
Bounces over everybody's head. Shakopee spins and kicks it out, but quickly to put it back in is Connolly, and that one's played deep. Battling it, Brecklin. Waldrop, Connolly. Controlled by Shakopee. Hitchen again. Over to Bryant. She'll cross. It's bounced off of Eagan, but straight to a teammate. Miller pressures. It's Schuetz on the far side. Nice pass. It's going to go all the way to the far touchline, but not out. Well played by Mara Ganji. She turns it upfield with a big clear, and it goes all the way down to the Shakopee side of the 50. At this point in the game, with a 3-0 lead, just over 8 minutes left, Eagan can afford to play those long balls get it down deep into territory. No reason to take chances here. They don't get any more points for winning by more goals, so it's just a matter of playing good, smart soccer, and they're going to hold on to this victory.
Back in, Erica Keprasut, number 19. Coming off is Jenna Vilter, number 13.
Throw in headed by Ganji, controlled by Eagan. Connolly, I'm sorry, that was Rosser up to Emma Jagger. She controls, looking for space, continuing to make moves. Nicely done. Nice fake by Lindgren. Gosh, she's good at that. Brings it into the box. Good recovery by the defense. Fighting for position. Back to Jagger. She's looking for a shot. She does. This one bounces.
Shot taken, number 3, Emma Jagger.
In front of the goalkeeper and scooped up. Punt bounces past the midfield stripe. Controlled by Shakopee. They're going to play it deep. Nice ball. It's a race for it. Shakopee wins it, takes a shot, and it looks like it was either shot wide or deflected wide. Yes, they're going to call that a save. Nice save by London Anderson as she comes off her line to cut down that angle, deflecting it just wide of the goal. Great save by London, and we're going to have the first corner kick of the game for the Shakopee Sabers, and that really says a lot about where the play has been and who's controlled play. As Egan's had 9 corner kicks, that's
for the
9
Sabers.
times.
Natalie Holte, number 33.
Taking a corner. This is the first one for the Sabers. Nicely into the middle of the box. Ooh, nice volley. Goes off the crossbar and not out, so London just catches that one. She's able to punt the ball. That was a heck of a volley by the Saber forward. Emily fields it but can't control it.
The last shot for the Sabers was Corey Millis, number 7.
Shakopee putting a little more pressure on. I'm sure the intensity from the Wildcats has waned just a bit here as they're playing it a little bit safer with a 3-0 lead. Now they do kick it deep down to the Shakopee end. Knoll intercepts that long ball. Lindgren battling for it. They team up to win possession. Knoll has it now, and she's going to go across. Unfortunately, there's no Eagan player there, so this one's fielded by Bryant. Passes it up, but Breckland's there to nail that one towards Cronkite. She pulls it back, and now she's going down the open space. Coming down the left hand. Oh, nice pass over to Lindgren again. She pulls it back. She's got it on the left foot. Shoot on the ground, and not enough. A diving save by Nigber. What a pass by Emily Cronkite, splitting the defenders to Ariel Lindgren for another great goal-scoring chance. Cronkite just making plays left and right, all the way up and down the field, setting up her teammates, putting the ball in the goal, having a heck of a night. As Miller plays that deep. Connolly looked like she was trying to play that one down to her chest, and it went a little bit farther and might have gotten her in the face. Hopefully she's all right. I'm sure she's shaking that one off. Perhaps the only thing hurt is a little bit of her pride. Good pressure. Ooh, nice little shove there. Shakopee gets away with that one. Play it up. Waldrop's in a perfect position to kick that one deep. Emma steps into the middle of the field to play that one. Nice control. She's got it. Tried to split the defenders. Played back to the Shakopee defense and then all the way up to their forwards. Miller stepping up nicely. Now would be a good time for that run, Olivia. Make me look like a good prognosticator. This one goes out of play. Just under 4 minutes to go. 3-0 Eagan. The end is probably not in much of a question at this point, but would like to see them finish off the game strong. Got a girl down, no call. Shakopee fans probably didn't like that one. This one's played up to the forward, pressured by Breckland. They go down in the corner. Ganji's going to chase it down and just kick it safely out of bounds. Nice play, good smart play. No need to get fancy down
Clock
here.
is stopped for the Wildcats substitution. Inside 5 minutes remaining. Back in for the Wildcats. Mallory Jensen, number 24. Back in for Shakopee, Paige Leary, number 5.
Mallory Jensen, freshman, coming back into the game. The clock stops for all substitutions by the team that has the lead in the last 5 minutes. So they prevent you from wasting time by doing subs. Here's a long shot from a bad angle, just off the football, upright and wide. Looks like we're gonna have another goal kick by Miller this time. My guess is she's probably gonna just go deep with it, but we'll see. That she does. Nice play by Jensen to get it out to Jagger. She's going to go back to wall drop into the middle to Miller. Miller making a run. Keep going, keep going. You got this. There you go. Power your way through. Come on. I like the effort. She's trying to prove me right. Trying to get me that great prognostication. Nothing to lose at this point. You might as well go for it. Jensen has control. Passes back to Connolly. Trying to find Jagger, just a little bit off. This one, there's a girl knocked down at midfield. Good shielding by Miller to win that ball. No call. Looks like play will continue. A little surprised there wasn't a call there, but play moves on. Punt goes to midfield, right back into the Eagan zone. That one's down into the corner. Yanji there to kick it out of bounds safely, and it looked like she kicked it off of the Shakopee forward. Nicely done. So not only does she get it out of harm's way, but she wins possession. Got less than 90 seconds to go. She'll go short to Lindgren, back to Miller, and she's going to give it the boot. Cronkite wins the ball, coming down, looking to set up another attack. She's got Lindgren in the middle, but she goes up to Emma Jagger. Nicely done, trying to get past the defender. Can't quite do it.
In the second half. 1 minute.
Possession. That's number 21. Hoban defending well, preventing Emma Jagger from winning that. Katie battling with Shakopee forward to win possession. Wall drop gets that one over to Jensen. Back to Emma Jagger. She's going to go up the touchline to Emily Cronkite. See if she can set up one more goal. She uses her speed to get into the box, and she's got her beat. Crosses it across. There it is, a shot and a goal! I think that's going to make Ariel Lindgren sleep a lot better tonight. She's had multiple scoring chances from right in front of the box, set up yet again by Emily Cronkite, and this one she finishes. Well done, Lindgren. That's a 4-0 lead for the Wildcats. So Eagan is going to finish the game like they started it, with a goal in the final 30 seconds, like they had one in the first 30. Only 15 seconds remaining. Another impressive win remaining. Here 9, as the clock 8, is ticking
7,
down.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that is the game. 4-0, Eagan over Shakopee, a decisive victory. They get the 3 points. They now have sole possession of third place in the South Suburban Conference.
Game is over. The final score.
They started the game hot. They ended the game hot. Eagan is just playing great soccer. They now have a 7-game unbeaten streak as they advance to 6 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. 7 games now without a loss. Only 1 tie in there. The rest are wins. Our next game on Eagan TV is the final game of conference play Thursday, October 8th, that's this Thursday at 7:15 versus Prior Lake right here at Wildcat Stadium. That's 7:15. It's a doubleheader as the varsity boys will start it off at 5. Be sure to tune into both games. Thank you so much for listening. It was my pleasure to bring you tonight's action and another win by the Eagan Wildcats. My name is Skip Newton. I'll be back on Thursday. Everyone have a wonderful evening and a good night. Eagan Wildcats 4, Shakopee Sabers 0. Good night.
Currently, the 15-minute post-game clock is counting down. By the end of the 15-minute countdown, all participants from the game, players, coaches, and fans, and spectators should be out of Wildcat Stadium. We ask that you please pick up any trash items around your seating area, deposit those items into the trash bins on your way out of the stadium. As you exit the stadium, we ask that you please do not gather or wait in a group outside the stadium to suffer congestion by going directly to your vehicle. Next game for the Wildcat girls soccer team will be their final game of the regular season. This coming Thursday, October the 8th. The 7:15 start for the Wildcat girls as they will host Prior Lake here at Wildcat Stadium. That game will be preceded by the boys varsity game.